let me have this, could you?
Smooth, shortcake.
Shut up.
And this is a period.
Pull away or I'm gonna shove it up your semicolon.
Lucy and Joshua sit across from one another every day in a shared open office, and they absolutely can't stand each other. Their company was created through a forced merger between two competing publishing houses, Gammon Publishing, where Lucy worked, and Bexley Books, where Joshua came from. The two workplace cultures never truly blended, and neither did the two people who best represented them. Lucy is warm, enthusiastic, and always trying to please people in ways she can't seem to control. Joshua is distant, disciplined, and exact. Ever since the merger, they've been trapped in a quiet battle, and both of them are highly skilled at it. Things grow more intense when the company's two owners, Richard from Bexley and Helen from Gammon, announced during a board meeting that a new managing director role is being created to supervise every department. Candidates will be reviewed by an outside panel and will give presentations to the board in the new year. Lucy and Joshua both instantly view themselves as the clear choice. Lucy suggests a private deal. Whoever doesn't win the job has to resign. Joshua agrees, fully convinced he'll come out on top. Around the office, smaller tensions keep building. Danny, a designer who clearly has a crush on Lucy, hands her a package and assumes it contains another item for her Smurf figurine collection. Joshua overhears and doesn't forget it. Lucy, meanwhile, notices Joshua making tiny marks in his notebook and can't figure out what they mean. He catches her staring at him. She notices him watching her put on lipstick. They both quickly glance away. The hate-filled rivalry is quietly becoming something different. At the end of one workday, Lucy decides to test something. She dresses differently the next morning, more intentionally, more attention-grabbing, just to see how Joshua reacts. She trips in her heels the second she walks in. Joshua hides his reaction.
Smooth, shortcake.
Shut up.
And asks if she has a date. She doesn't, but she says yes anyway. He immediately says he'll be at the same place at the same time.
Ow!
You are weirder than normal today. Pressure of the job application getting to you?
To make the lie real, Lucy asks Danny to go with her. She refuses to let Joshua score a point. Her curiosity about the notebook becomes too much, and she sneaks over to Joshua's desk while he's away. Odd marks fill the pages, and she can't decode them. She hears his footsteps coming and rushes back. He notices the chair still moving and knows exactly what she did. They enter the elevator, and he presses the emergency stop button. In the charged silence that follows, Lucy steps closer and kisses him. He kisses her back, hard and fully. Then the intercom crackles, and they pull apart. Something has changed, and neither of them knows what to do with it. He drives her through pouring rain. The mood between them is tense and uneasy. He seems honestly surprised she really managed to get a date. She snaps at a remark he makes, tells him to pull over, and steps out into the rain. She arrives soaked at the bar and meets Danny. She goes to the restroom, runs into Joshua there, and accuses him of using the kiss to mess with her. He says it was only a mistake. She tells him to stop playing games and returns to her date. The evening with Danny turns out to be genuinely nice. She allows herself to enjoy it. Monday morning brings flowers with no clear sender. Lucy texts Danny to thank him, assuming they came from him. At work, Joshua offers a sincere apology for the tension between them, and she accepts it in her own style. He asks about Danny. She says he's a good guy. Then Helen arrives and tells Lucy that her team-building idea, a book hunting trip, has been rejected. Joshua submitted a paintball outing. Richard and Helen flipped a coin, and paintball won. Lucy imagines choking him.
You just couldn't let me have this, could you?
And instead excuses herself from the room. At the paintball event, Lucy gets pulled into helping Julie before the game even begins, as usual. Joshua notices and quietly says she looks pale and should probably sit this one out. She refuses. During the game, they end up in a chaotic fight and both get hit. The paintball impact triggers something, and she suddenly becomes sick. Joshua carries her home. Back at her apartment, she gets sick again, and he holds her hair back in the bathroom. While she cleans herself up, he looks around her place and finds her presentation for the job. He checks her temperature, sees it is high, and calls his brother Patrick, who is a doctor. Patrick comes over and examines her. Joshua makes excuses about missing Patrick's upcoming wedding. Lucy overhears everything from her room. When Patrick leaves, Joshua stays behind. Lucy asks why he walked away from medicine. He says he simply was not meant for it. She tells him their moment in the elevator was honestly hot. He tells her to rest and heads out. The next morning, she wakes up to find her apartment spotless and Joshua standing in her kitchen. She tells him this is seriously weird. He gives her a prescription and leaves. At work, she runs into Danny, who is full of kindness and presence. Back at her desk, she finds roses, a note, and a small bottle of strawberry juice. She had told Joshua the night before that her parents always gave her that juice whenever she was sick. She recognizes his handwriting on the note. He sent the flowers. She tries to talk to him, but he walks away before she can finish. Helen calls Lucy into her office and honestly tells her she wants Lucy to get the promotion. Lucy has been with the company since the beginning and understands it deeply. Helen admits she should have promoted her sooner. Lucy is touched, but uncertain. Later, she brings Joshua strawberries to thank him. He shrugs it off. She suggests she could go with him to Patrick's wedding since he clearly needs a date, and she owes him one. He looks confused, and she pulls him into a storage closet for privacy. The air between them instantly changes. He stops things and gives her a challenge. Go on a real date with Danny. Kiss him, and if it feels better than the elevator kiss, then choose Danny. He says he will not touch her again until she honestly admits nobody kisses her the way he does. She kisses Danny on their next date. She feels nothing. Later, she ends up at Joshua's apartment and tells him the truth. They kiss properly this time, without stopping. She comes inside. She notices his miniature toy car collection and realizes they share the same guilty love for tiny objects. He shows her around. They end up in his bedroom, and the tension finally snaps. She suggests they should just take things further, get it out of their systems, and go back to normal after. He pulls away, tells her to go home, and uses the job competition as an excuse. She storms out, confused and furious. Back at the office, Richard introduces his friend Simon to Joshua. Simon knows people on the hiring panel. Richard makes it clear Simon will speak highly of Joshua. Lucy is pushed aside from the whole conversation. During Christmas break, Joshua appears at Lucy's door and says he cannot attend the wedding alone. His family expects him to bring someone. She agrees and packs her things. During the drive, he tells her about his family. His mother Elaine is warm and loving. His father Anthony has never forgiven him for leaving medical school and has made his feelings obvious every chance he gets. They arrive at the bed and breakfast. Joshua steps out of the shower wearing only a towel. The evening does not go the way either of them planned. They skip the rehearsal dinner completely. Later, lying close together in the dark, Lucy asks about the marks in his notebook. He tells her he records every change in her outfits and every time he wants to kiss her. She is pleasantly stunned. He asks her to tell him something he does not know. She admits the date with Danny was originally a lie, that the intimate dream she had was about him, and that she did not want him thinking she was alone. He tells her she would have been with him instead. They fall asleep together. At the wedding the next day, Elaine is every bit as lovely as he described. The ceremony is beautiful. At the reception, the bride Mindy, warm and a little too open, casually tells Lucy that she and Joshua dated for a year. Lucy is shocked Joshua never mentioned it. She steps outside for air, and Joshua follows her. He explains that when Mindy left him for Patrick, it broke something inside him. Patrick had always been the favorite in the family. He felt humiliated. Lucy accepts it, and they go back inside. Anthony gives a speech praising Patrick's life choices with a sharp tone that clearly carries a jab at Joshua. Lucy steps in. She speaks directly to Anthony and tells him exactly how remarkable Joshua is and how effectively he runs the company. Anthony falls silent. Lucy and Joshua leave. On the drive home, Joshua tells her no woman has ever looked at him as someone worth staying for. He says he never truly hated her at all. Then he proves it. They finally talk honestly, without the games or constant sparring. He tells her he's in love with her. She panics. The job, the competition, and how impossible everything seems. He stays steady. He tells her he knows her better than she realizes, lists all the things he has learned just by watching her, and says they can make it work if she trusts him. They spend the holiday break together. It feels easy and natural, but once they return to the office, everything crashes down. Lucy overhears Richard asking Joshua about his plan for getting the promotion, and Richard smugly reveals that he assumed Lucy would go soft if Joshua got close to her. Lucy immediately walks out. She finds Danny in the library section and unloads her frustration. Joshua comes searching for her with coffee. She shuts him down without explaining why. Later, she confronts him at work. Before he can respond, Richard walks in. She tells both of them she will not let them ruin everything the company has built, then storms off. She and Joshua completely fall back into their old hostile routine while the presentations draw near. On the day of the presentations, Julie once again tries to get Lucy to do a favor for someone else. This time, Lucy firmly refuses. She calls Julie out directly, names the pattern, and tells her to handle her own work. Joshua watches the whole thing and is clearly impressed. Lucy gives her presentation to the panel and delivers it flawlessly. The decision is made. She walks in to find everyone already congratulating Joshua. She congratulates him too, trying to keep herself together. Then Joshua announces that Lucy is the new managing director. She stares at him in shock. He explains that he accepted a job as acquisitions editor at HarperCollins a week earlier. She asks why he never told her. Helen explains that she asked him not to. She needed Lucy motivated, and the rivalry with Joshua was what pushed out the best in her. Joshua tells everyone in the room that Lucy is the heart of the company.
You're fired.
That he is in love with her, and then kisses her in front of everyone. Lucy steps into the new role and thrives. Her relationship with Joshua, the person she was supposed to hate most in her professional life, becomes the most important one in her personal life. The hating game is over. Something far better has taken its place.
Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to support the channel. Thank you for watching.